In today's climate, nothing will make you a more accurate or confident shooter than Crimson Trace laser sighting systems. Get the immediate, decisive advantage of the world's only grip-integrated laser sights today. Shoot better. Stay safer. Crimson Trace.
Unmatched Crimson Trace 2014 Midnight 3-Gun Invitational is here, and Tom is there. This one-of-a-kind nighttime 3-gun match challenges shooters like no other competition on the planet. Now, once again, from our location in Bend, Oregon, here's Tom Gresham.
All right, we are out in Bend, Oregon at the Crimson Trace Midnight 3-Gun. Crazy event. Let's go out in the desert in the dark and shoot with lights and lasers. And I'm joined now by our good friend Chris Cerino. We're actually doing a lot of work with Chris this year on the Gun Talk TV series. We were out at the Ironman having a great time out there, Chris.
We were. And
you had a good time. The only problem you had was not nearly enough ammo.
Yeah, we didn't have enough time. We didn't have enough ammo. And I don't think I had enough juice in my batteries. It was killing me.
And the line we kept hearing from you and everybody else is, man, I'm bleeding, but you're supposed to bleed. It's the Iron Man.
That's right. If you're not bleeding, you're not trying.
That's exactly right. Well, and this event actually has a little bit of that. It's just kind of bizarre enough and challenging enough where it's hard, and that's what people like about it.
Well, what's great about the midnight match here at Crimson Trace is that you're not relying on the usual stuff that you get. You don't have the visual cues. Mm-hmm. You don't have the visual cues, so you're not really seeing your sights. You're not seeing your mags going into the mag wells. You're not seeing where the magazine release is. You're not seeing where the bolt catch is on your AR, all that stuff. So if you don't have good motor programs, you're struggling out there in the dark.
We're not talking low light. We're talking no light.
Yeah, I mean, it people don't realize, and it's really cool because everybody thinks, well, it's a laser, it's really easy. Well, when your laser's not on a target and it goes into the abyss beyond, because we are in the high desert,
yeah,
it is like being on the moon.
Yeah.
When you're outside of the light, it is like being on the moon.
All right. I mentioned earlier that one of the competitors was telling me how fast he was with the laser. He sounded very surprised. And when I mentioned that to you, you went, oh, yeah. Tell people your experience. And because, I mean, you're a speed shooter. You're a good shooter. What does it do for you shooting the lasers out here?
I'll tell you what, I shoot pretty fast, but I don't, I'm always behind the pros because I'm just not that fast. I really like to hit what I'm shooting at. And the laser makes me shoot almost as fast as these guys because it's the true meaning of target-focused shooting. I don't have to focus in and out. You know, I'm getting older and I wear prescription lenses now, and when I go from sights to target and sights to target and I'm looking for targets,
that slows you down.
That's all time.
Sure.
And when you're looking down range and all you're doing is putting a red dot on stuff, if you can press the trigger correctly when the red dot's there, man, I'm shooting, 3-inch pieces of steel, one shot, and it's gone. And it's funny because it actually slows me down because when I look back for it, it's gone, and I'm thinking, oh, I guess I don't have to shoot again. I'm on to the next target.
So what your next step is to just shoot and move to the next one with the pure assumption that you hit the target.
Exactly. You cannot wait for targets to fall. You just got to go with it. And, I mean, even with the shotgun, this is the first year that I'm running all 3 guns with lasers. So generally, I'd been just using a white lead on the shotgun, still looking for that cheek weld, still looking for some kind of alignment of that bead. Now I've got a laser on there. I mount the shotgun. I look down range, just like you should with a shotgun.
Yes. Yes.
And I put the laser somewhere near it, and as the laser's passing by these things, I'm just hosing the targets, and I am not a fast shotgun shooter.
You actually passed up shooting the shotgun on an event that everybody's shooting shotgun and shot it with your pistol.
Right, in the dark. I mean, and the targets are, you're talking about 3-inch circles, steel bars that are, 6 inches by 3 inches, and they're at some pretty good distance. And Kerry DeMatos actually said to me, I said, hey, Kerry, I'm going to load 6. I'm going to shoot these 7, then I'm going to load 6 with the shotgun and carry on. Kerry looked at me and said, see, you're a pistol shooter. Don't load the shotgun. Just get rid of it and do it with a pistol. And I did. I went in there with the shotgun. I cleaned it up. And the pistol came out, and it was 1 for 1 on all that steel, all that small steel. And I'm
just putting the laser on and pull the trigger.
I don't know how to explain it because I don't ever want somebody to think that a laser is going to make you a better shooter because you still got to press the trigger.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I watch people getting better as they're shooting because they put the laser on the target and then they miss. and then they're going, okay, I know the laser was on it, so what I do?
Right. They're learning from it.
They're learning trigger control, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. These guys, you're not coming right out of the box saying, okay, there's a laser on it. Boom, here's a hit. No, they're looking at it, and I'll tell them, too. I'll say, listen, I know what your problem is. It's your trigger because you have the laser on the target, and every time the gun goes off, I don't see the laser. And they go, oh, good point. Good point about the laser. So they learn a lot. Yeah, it's fantastic.
It is super. I got to get in. What is H&M? What is this that you guys are doing?
Well, H&M Metal Processing is a company that I work for, and they are the parent company of the company that I'm actually the director for, which is Rubber City Armory.
Okay.
Rubber City, the name comes from Akron, Ohio, so it's the rubber capital of the world. It used to be.
Right.
Probably still is somewhat close. But we started Rubber City to direct business to H&M because nobody really knew who made things black. And if you've ever handled a Smith & Wesson M&P, you've seen what H&M does.
The slide.
We do all the slides, all the barrels, all the sights, all the small parts that are black.
What is that coating?
That is called black nitride. It is not a coating. That's what everybody says. It's a coating. Well, it's not a coating. It's actually carbon diffusion into steel. So that blackness is actually a chemically induced rust, and then there's a case hardening underneath that. So everybody thinks, well, the black is coming off. Well, everything wears,
sure,
but it'll never chip or flake because it's not a coating. So we do a lot. We do all Smith & Wesson stuff, a great majority of it. We do a lot of the major manufacturers. A
lot of the guns that you see that you own right now have gone through H&M.
Oh yeah, if you own a pair of ordnance, we've done it. If you have any of the M&P 15s, we've done those. I mean, we do a ton of barrels. We probably do 3,000 to 5,000 AR-15 barrels a day for various people.
Bolt carriers.
We do. Rubber City is what happened. So we started doing bolt carrier groups because we wanted to do a bolt carrier group that wasn't mag-fossed with chrome lining inside. So we can do it with a harder surface treatment, no wear that's going to chip or flake, and then all that stuff worked out really well. And ultimately, people are saying, "Wow, this black is gorgeous," and we say, "Yeah, well, it's done by H&M." Who's a parent company, and by the way,
Rubber City.
We do all this. Yes.
Yeah. Now, is this something that an individual could take advantage of?
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, I brought out 40 gift certificates for $200 refinishing jobs for people here at the match this week.
What kind of refinishing? What can you have done there?
Well, if you have a gun that you really like and it's just starting to wear, or you want to make it pretty again, if there's anything on it that's steel or stainless, if it'll take a magnet, we can turn it black.
Huh.
So what people will do is they'll disassemble their firearm. They'll take all the sights off, all the springs out, and they'll send it to us, and we will pre-blast it, make it real pretty, and then turn it black and send it back to them. They can reassemble it. Now, we've done all kinds of revolvers for competitive shooters. We do a lot of the STI guns, a lot of 1911s.
I'll put you on the spot here because I've got a pistol that I carry a lot, but frankly, you know where we live and how hot it is, and I sweat, and
Absolutely.
The thing, it gets rust on it, and I'm fighting it all the darn time. Will this help?
Well, that's one of the things that a lot of people don't realize about Rubber City and H&M is that we have a full metallurgical lab, and we have a salt spray tank. So when people send us stuff, we do stuff for NASA all the time.
Huh.
So we offer superior corrosion resistance, and we put these parts in a salt spray tank, and it's really just a fog. It's a mist of salt. And we see how many hours it can survive in there before it rusts. So, yeah, it absolutely offers corrosion resistance and rust protection.
All right, got any of those gift certificates left? I got a 1911 that needs to come your way.
You don't need a certificate from me.
We'll get this thing fixed up. That's outstanding. So you get rust protection. You also get some lubricity built in with this.
Absolutely. There's natural lubricity in there. Actually, I don't want to drop names, but we're starting to do trigger. Well, we do trigger components for Timney already, and then somebody else who's doing a big military contract right now, we just started doing trigger parts for them because ultimately it offers a much longer wear. They're getting a lot more use out of the part, and it is giving natural lubricity without anything coming apart.
Where do people go on the web to find it?
Well, if you look us up on the Facebook or on the web, and you look up blacknitride.com, and our logo and our slogan this year, and my wife came up with is Black Nitride the World, and we've got a big world with the H&M Black Nitride on it. And then you can also look us up on rubbercityarmory.com. and we have a bunch of parts on there. I've been designing. I have a low-mass carrier that I designed, and we have our machinist producing it, and it's really inexpensive, but it's top of the line.
Huh.
It's absolutely top of the line, and if you look out, you'll see one of the major AR manufacturers who buys them from us. We logo them for them, and they sell them by the gross.
Outstanding. And if you want to see more of Chris Cerino, you can, of course, go check out Gun Talk this year. You're on a bunch of the shows we're doing this year and had a bunch of fun working with you, man.
Oh, so much fun. I'm really enjoying it, and I like being out in the public eye, because the more people that see me, the more people will come up and talk to me in the public, and you never know who you're going to meet.
And most people don't want to talk to you, so this works out real well.
Yeah, well, nobody would ever talk to me if they didn't think I was semi-famous.
All right. Thanks, Chris. I look forward to getting out there with you again tonight.
All right, awesome. I'm looking forward to it as well.
All right. We'll be right back with more Gun Talk.
Want to win a gun? Well, Springfield Armory has a great promotion going. They're giving away a bunch of guns and thousands of hot swag items like range bags, shirts, hats, and other great stuff. Vote for your favorite gun. The grand prize is a personal training session with 5-time world champion Rob Latham. Go to duel.springfield-armory.com. That's duel.springfield-armory.com. duel.springfield-armory.com.
No matter what gun you have, you want it to hit harder, shoot faster and flatter, and be more accurate. You get all that with the ammunition from Double Tap. Double Tap's experts select the best bullets, then load them to higher velocities while keeping safe pressures. Shoot small groups, shoot farther. Use custom hunting loads in your handgun or rifle. Even fire 2 projectiles with 1 shot. DoubleTapAmmo.com. That's DoubleTapAmmo.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Doug Koenig, winner of more than 60 national and world shooting championships. You know what? I'm here to tell you that the only thing I like better than competitive matches with high-powered pistols and better than hunting big whitetail deer is watching NRA Freedom Friday presented by Cheaper Than Dirt on the Pursuit Channel. It's true what they say. Pursuit Channel delivers the outdoors.
You know the name Walther is a legendary brand, but do you know the new Walther? The new Walther has introduced 3 new precision handguns. The smooth PPQ M2 is a breakthrough in ergonomics and trigger pull. The tough PPX is a workhorse at a value price. The cool, iconic PPK S22 blends classic PPK with the fun of the economical 22 LR. There is a lot going on at the new Walther. Visit us at waltherarms.com. Walther, at your favorite retailer.
Gun Talk encourages you to support the local sporting goods store, gun stores, ATV dealers, and other local businesses in your area who advertise on this station and Gun Talk. Only together can we protect our rights. You're listening to Tom Gresham's Gun Talk.
Having fun talking about guns. That's what we do. I'm Tom Gresham. It's Gun Talk. If you'd like more about Gun Talk, by all means, go to our website, guntalk.com. Don't forget to enter our giveaway. We're always giving away stuff. Guntalk.com/win will get you there. It's just amazing. You'll never know what you're going to find over there. So check it out, guntalk.com/win. And enter for a chance to win, well, the good stuff. I'll give you more details on that in just a minute. But we are pressed for time, so I got to get these guys in here. Kelly Bertog, Kalani Laker just joined me from Optics Planet. Now, optics, the thing is, this is an optics-intensive event. Would it fair to say?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, from sights to lasers to lights to all the rest of it. And Optics Planet, for those who don't know, it's huge. You guys are monstrously huge now.
That is. We have about 1 million different products on Optics Planet.
Oh, is that all?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Just a few. Just
a million different products.
Yes, sir.
OpticsPlanet.com.
Yes, sir. So, we love to be out here because it really helps us showcase the breadth of products that we offer, and this is where I met Kalani last year, and within a few short months after this event last year, Kalani and his partner Jesse Tischhauser became Optics Planet Pro staff, so we're happy to be out here again supporting them. Well,
Kalani, we were talking just a minute ago, and you were saying how much you enjoyed this particular event. What is it about the Midnight 3 gun?
Yeah, so I've been shooting professional 3-gun now for about 4 years. And when Crimson Trace came out with his idea of having a midnight 3-gun match, it was the whole community got really excited. It was a chance for new skills to develop, new products to be developed, just for night matches. And yeah, I shoot 15, 20, major matches a year, and this is one of the ones I look forward to every single year. I won't miss one.
Well, it's different, so that helps. But also, it's challenging in a way, and you guys like challenges. You like hard matches, right?
Yes.
And that's what you guys do. You say, okay, it's hard. I like it hard. This one, you're having to do a lot of thinking, a lot of problem solving. Fair enough?
Yeah, what's different about this match is that you spend all day looking at the stages, getting your gear ready, but you don't know what's going to happen once the lights go out. Once the lights go out, there's new shadows, there's things you never saw, there's things you'll never see once the lights go out. And
because we need to tell people, it's really dark out there.
Yes, absolutely. What's also nice about this match is that it's a huge crossover from the sport and the hobby of 3-gun into real life. I mean, really, bad things happen at night, unfortunately.
Yeah. For self-defense or police work, this is what it's most likely going to be like.
Absolutely, and it opens your eyes. This is the third annual. The first annual, I like a lot of my competitors, didn't have a lot of. We weren't very excited about using lasers. We thought it was kind of a gimmick. Kudos to the whole industry, the whole light laser industry. Every single gun I have now, whether it be for this competition or at home for home defense, all have lights and lasers on.
Why?
Every single one of them.
Why?
It's fast. It's absolutely fast.
That's what I keep hearing.
It's fast.
It's forget everything else. And you're a speed shooter. You live by tenths of a second.
Yes, sir.
Explain how you get faster with a laser.
Here's the deal. No matter how much we spend so much of our time as shooters concentrating on the sights and get that front sight and focus as much as possible. When you get amped up with adrenaline stress and you're so excited, you unfortunately sometimes have to, or you will naturally get a target focus.
Sure.
That's where the laser's at. That's where you see the dot.
No need to come back to the sights.
No, absolutely not. So when you're running and gunning like we are here, because this match we're running 50 yards sometimes. Shooting on the move if you can, and it's really nice to just kind of follow that laser, follow that little bouncing red dot.
The other thing I find is that if you will, the splits going from target to target are faster with the laser.
Yeah, I think it's faster all around. Well, there's a reason why you have an open equipment class competition. You have red dots on your gun. You don't have necessarily iron sights.
Right.
You have red dots, and so you get rid of iron sights. What are you going to get? Red dots or lasers? But I'll tell you right now, there's not even really that many red dots out here. At least in my squad, I'm a squad 1, and almost everybody right now is running lasers.
Once they see what the laser gives them, they go to the laser. Now, Optics Planet, can people get lasers there?
Absolutely.
Like lots of them.
We carry about 25 different brands of lasers.
Okay. And I guess we should explain, if people have not been to opticsplanet.com, one of the things you guys have, besides like having everything there, is you have really good prices. Because I go there and go, I can't believe you're selling things for the prices you sell it for. Is it volume? Is that what you're able to do?
It's volume, and yeah, we carry such a variety of products and try to keep the prices low because we want to be a partner and we want to serve this community, and with all the firearm owners and sports shooters, hunters, military, law enforcement, we really just want to be your go-to partner. Unfortunately, we don't have that physical retail presence, so we're trying to really give you an environment online where you can feel comfortable, come in, get that information, get those good prices, and find what you're looking for.
So whether it's scopes or binoculars or spotting scopes or lasers or lights,
absolutely everything. It's there's about 2,000 to 3,000 different category of products, so it's pretty much anything you could find to bolt on, strap on, or I know with the first 3-gun tape on to your actual rifle if need be. So.
I heard somebody last night that said, look, we're going to do a stage next year. You're going to have your lights and your lasers are going to be over here on the side, and there's going to be a big roll of duct tape. That's kind of like what it was the first year.
It was, yeah.
Whatever works.
Well, the first year, stuff was breaking and things were falling off, and nobody knew how to do this.
No, not at all. I mean, what's nice having I shoot for Team Stag with my partner Jesse, and it was nice coming together as a team here because we had 7 or 8 guns between the two of us, and we had every every type of equipment you could possibly use, and we did actually end up using black electrical tape for the shotgun.
You did, really?
Yeah, you have to. You have to. And we did it. We made sure we brought it black so no one could see it. It was on there.
Stealth tape. I like it. I like it. And now everybody, of course, it didn't take them long to say, okay, I'm going to go back and start working on my ideas and my gear. And I talked to guys who this was their first time. They say, we went out in the desert, before we got here and tried it out, and most of our stuff didn't work. I said, yeah. But how would you know that if you didn't try this?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just because you have the gear doesn't make you. I mean, if you buy a piano, doesn't make you a musician.
Right.
So you have to take lessons. You have to take. You have to put the time in to test your gear. And unfortunately, once you sign up for this match, you're going to use your gear. And you don't want this match to be the time, the crucible upon which you find out if your gear works or not.
No, because if it's your first time to try it, it's going to fail. Because this is where stuff goes to fail.
Yes.
I mean, it really does. Talk for a second about, both of you, about how much just pure fun this thing is. I mean,
So this is the first 3-gun I've ever shot.
Oh,
so
wow.
It was something else.
What a way to start.
Yeah,
huh?
So it was everything I thought it'd be and more. And like Kalani said, once you get out there and it gets dark and you're tripping over yourself, the amount of surprises and sort of ways you thought you were going to do something when you walked through versus how you actually accomplished it once it got going, it forces you to be very resourceful with your firearms and with the lights and lasers and accessories. But I had an absolute blast.
I do want to mention there, we've got really good range officers here.
Yes.
And so when you're doing an event in the dark, if somebody's thinking, I'm going to do one at home, you might want to give some really serious thought to this because you got to have some good safety protocols and set up, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, this match is really easy to summarize. When someone asks me why it's fun, I say night vision, thermal, lights, lasers, full autos. You got saws out here.
Grenade launchers.
You got grenade launchers. I mean, this is definitely the place to go to have a lot of fun.
It is, and if you want to get involved in this, you better be checking the website because this thing's sold out like immediately. You got to sign up the day it opens, the first hour it opens. Mm-hmm. So if you want to be here next year, you better sign up fast because I've got to imagine you guys are already thinking about what you're doing next year.
Oh yeah, the demand to get into this match was so great that the first year it was invite only.
There you
That's
go.
the only way they could possibly do it. So.
There you go. Thanks, guys. OpticsPlanet.com is where you go for all your optics needs. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, we'll be right back with more Gun Talk.
Tom Gresham's Gun Talk is broadcast nationwide every Sunday. If you can't hear Gun Talk where you live, call your local talk format station and clue them in on Gun Talk. Stay tuned. We're coming right back. Now broadcasting nationwide on radio, via satellite, and through downloads, iTunes, the Gun Talk app, and other podcast clients. You're listening to Gun Talk with Tom Gresham.
Having fun talking about guns. What else could you be doing? Before I forget, I got to talk about some of the things we're doing. We're giving away stuff and all kind of cool programs and projects going on. Our Top Gun Supply giveaway is going on right now. If you go to guntalk.com/win, you can enter for a chance to win a 6-hour P229. Great gun. This was in 40 S&W, which is really sweet. So we're going to get a couple of 12-round magazines with that, night sights, Ritchie leather belt, speed scabbard holster, a lot of other stuff. Go to guntalk.com/win, WIN. Also, right now, Springfield Armory has their dual, DUEL, giveaway. It's a duel between like two different guns. If you go to duel.springfield-armory.com, you can enter for a chance to win a lot of cool stuff, but the grand prize, which is the one I would want, is, believe it or not, a trip to spend a day shooting with Rob Latham. Talk about getting geared up and going. Also, promo going on right now from Brownells, and they never, ever, ever do this, but they offered it to us. If you go to Brownells right now, buy anything you want, doesn't matter, any order, 10% off. All you got to put in is GRX. That's Golf Romeo X-Ray GRX in the coupon code or the promo code, and you'll get 10% off any order, and that includes ammo. Kent Thomas joins us right now from Crimson Trace. 10% off on ammo is like magic these days.
Especially from Brownells. What a great deal.
Yeah, Kent, I mean, it's like, the thing is, you're going to buy stuff from Brownells anyway.
Doesn't everyone?
Yeah. So why wouldn't you get the deal?
Yeah.
So the program, the promo code, by the way, is GRX, Golf Romeo X-Ray. Had a bunch of people in here so far talking about how much fun they're having here, but more than fun, a lot of lessons being learned here, Kent. It's you guys have done such a good job in 3 years. One of the things I wanted to touch on, though, and people are saying, I'm having a great time. This is fun, all that stuff. Yeah, go ahead and get a drink of water while we're doing this. And I know that people are thinking, well, we could do a nighttime shoot here, and they can. Talk about the concern with safety, the quality of your range officers, the protocols you've had to put in place, because it's different if you can't see what you're doing.
Oh, it's completely different. I don't sleep a lot during this week, not because I'm out at the range until 3, 4 a.m. and get up at 6 and go at it again. It's as the person in the company who's responsible for 350 plus human beings out on the range at night with hot loaded weapons, it's a great responsibility. So to your point. We start planning for this event, which happens in August every year. We start planning for it in October. I mean, we're going to go back, get some sleep, rest up, and give us a couple months to get ready for the end of the year. But then we start planning again. The logistics that it takes to pull this off, to say it's extraordinary is probably an understatement. Fortunately for me and for us, we have an extraordinary team. I mean, truly an extraordinary team. Chuck Anderson, who's our match director, best in the business, and we're very lucky that he lives and works right down the road from us. We bring in the top shooters in the country. We bring in folks like you, the biggest and most influential media in the country. And what is often overlooked is our range officers, ROs.
Those are the unsung heroes, really.
They are handpicked, and they are, again, best in the business. And those guys, they work their tails off.
Oh, yeah.
And what I really appreciate about them, other than their pure knowledge about what they're doing, is they care. They care a lot.
Well, and their ability to keep it moving on time, which is huge. You've got to keep it moving. Almost impossible. And keeping everybody safe and making sure it goes well, but at the same time being personable and managing people in a way that doesn't tick them off, frankly, because you've got to say, okay, you're here, wait, stop, we'll go over here. But everybody comes away thinking, yeah, this was great. Nobody, even if he says, don't stand there, move over here, they do it in a kind way.
A humane way, if you want to use that term. And I think about them like sports officials, watching a football game or a basketball game.
Good analogy.
The fact that you know that they're really good is you don't remember that they were there.
Absolutely. For anybody who's thinking, okay, I want to put one of these on, man, I almost would say, before you do that, come out here and see how it's done. It's I mean, little things like, okay, it's seriously dark out there, and people are going downrange, and they're taping targets, and they're putting up targets and all. And how do you make sure that everybody is back behind the line before you shoot? Well, you make everybody wear 2 chem lights, one in front and one in back. So no matter which way a person's standing or oriented, you can see those chem lights.
Correct.
Wherever they are, those light sticks.
Correct. And everyone's got a different color on, so you know.
They're color-coded. Competitors, range officers, media,
absolutely,
whatever.
Yep. And the range officers, we impart to everyone, yes, this is our event, but as soon as dinner's over, the event belongs to the range officers. They are in charge, and whatever they say goes. This is our 3rd year, and I think I may be incorrect about this, but I think we have had a total of 3 DQs in 3 years, and when you consider we've run, let me do some quick math, almost 700 people through 10 stages and almost 18 nights of shooting. In the dark. That's pretty good.
That's real good.
2 of the DQs, to be honest, 2 of the DQs were for smoking.
We need to explain that, because we're on BLM land out here, and it's really, really dry country. And when you say no smoking, we really mean no smoking.
Yeah.
And when you said you will be DQ'd,
Yeah.
And some people just don't believe it, I guess.
Yeah,
so
well,
there you go.
you know.
Well, but like I said, but 2 out of 3 years is not too bad for
No,
that.
not at all. So yeah, the range officers are the unsung heroes, but the logistic lift to do this is it's monumental. And Chuck Anderson, our match director, and I'm really lucky. I have the best team and the best staff in the world in our marketing department at Crimson Trace.
Absolutely.
And,
we of all the people we work with, you know how much we love working with you guys.
Thank you. It's I don't take any credit for it. I have very lucky to have a young lady, Roseanne Stover, who young kid who really gets after it and again cares a lot and make sure that everything runs smoothly and makes us all look really good.
And I will say, in talking to them, none of them give you credit for it either.
Good. That's important.
Hold on a second here. I got to take a quick break. We'll sell soap and be right back. We're talking with Kent Thomas from Crimson Trace. I'm Tom Gresham, and this is Gun Talk.
The Ruger American Rimfire Rifle combines features of the Ruger American Rifle and innovations of the 1022 Rimfire Rifle to appeal to all bolt-action enthusiasts. It features a modular stock system that provides comb height options for scope or iron sight use, a power bedding integral bedding block system for outstanding accuracy, a Ruger Marksman adjustable trigger, and a 1022 style rotary magazine for reliable feeding. The Ruger American Rimfire Rifle, another rugged, reliable firearm from Ruger.
A great trigger can make you a better shooter. For over 60 years, Timney triggers have been trusted by hunters and shooters everywhere. Timney triggers are proudly made in the USA and come with a lifetime warranty. Installation is easy. Give yourself the Timney Trigger advantage. To see more and order online, go to timneytriggers.com. That's TIMNEY triggers.com.
Crossbreed Holsters is broadening our product selection to serve more of your concealed carry needs. With products handmade in the USA, like the bedside backup, gun belts, and of course our world-famous Super Tuck and Mini Tuck holsters, we understand what works, and we take pride in providing you with a quality product. At Crossbreed Holsters, we live and breathe concealed carry. We make and sell products that we believe in and products that our customers love. To see more, go to crossbreedholsters.com. That's crossbreedholsters.com.
Looking for shooting instruction but don't know where to go? Well, we have it, and you can access hours of training and safety videos, which you can watch on your home computer. On GunTalkTV.com, we have top competitive shooters, the best in self-defense trainers, and folks who have hunted all over the world, helping you learn which gun to buy, how to use it, how to store it safely, and everything else you need to be a safe and competent shooter. We also have gun makers showing off their newest rifles, shotguns, and handguns. Doesn't matter if you're a veteran shooter or a complete beginner, you'll find what you need at GunTalkTV.com. You can check it out for free, and you can get full access for only $5.95 a month. That gives you unlimited access to hundreds of videos, and we're adding more all the time. Run the videos over and over to make sure you understand what's being said. Skip around. You're in control. Get smarter. Shoot better. Visit GunTalkTV.com.
You already know Liberty safes are great values. Now they're offering an even sweeter deal for Gun Talk listeners. At LibertySafe.com, click on the Fat Boy safe and type in Tom. Liberty will give you up to $250 off your purchase. Protect the things you value most. LibertySafe.com, click the Fat Boy safe, promo code Tom, save up to $250. That's LibertySafe.com. LibertySafe.com.
Who is this Tom Gresham, and what's with all the gun stuff? Check out our FAQs at guntalk.com or email us your question or concern to tom@guntalk.com. Now, back to Gun Talk.
Hey, we even do fun promos around here.
That's my favorite one.
You like that one? Who is this dude, anyway? Talking with Kent Thomas from Crimson Trace. I wish you had been able to sit in here for the last 3 hours as we cycle through all these people coming through and how much. I mean, I know you hear it, but you think they're saying it to you. But when you're not here, they're still saying it. I love this place. This is the greatest event. I love coming to it. I learned so much. And then time and time and time again, every single one of them says, I shoot faster with a laser. And competitive shooters like Kalani is saying, I didn't much think about lasers. I thought they were a gimmick. He actually said, I thought they were a gimmick the first time I came here. He said, and now all my personal protection guns have lasers on them. That was the whole idea.
That's the win. That's the win right there. And Kalani's a great example. When we first invited him to come, I don't want to say, and if he were standing here, I'm sure he'd agree, I don't want to say we had to drag him here, but we kind of did. Kalani is a pro's pro. I mean, if for those who have not had the pleasure and the privilege to see him shoot, incredibly talented guy. And you're right, he was not on board with the whole laser thing.
Right.
And I tell you, he's probably the best example of a professional shooter who said, I mean, you could literally see him after the first night of the first year that he was here, the light went on, pardon the pun, and he got it. And we're very honored that someone like Kalani, it's not the first time I've heard him say that, that he puts laser sighting systems on his own personal guns.
Let me explain something. I just want to trying to figure out how to put this. You put this on to educate people. It's not that you're saying, okay, we need to try to sell people lasers because we make lasers, although, of course, that's what you do, and you make lasers and you want to sell lasers. Sure. But to my mind, from my perspective, what you really were doing is saying, guys, we know something you don't know. Truthfully, we really do. There's something here that you're simply not aware of, and you have a barrier up right now.
Yeah.
You have a wall up, and you won't cross this barrier. And so we're going to make it so attractive in some form or fashion. We're going to drag you across the barrier. Whatever you find on the other side is what you find.
Yep, it's up to you.
How's that? Is that fair?
Yeah, very fair. So that's a great way to put it. Our mission as a company, let me put it this way. Our mission as a company is to make laser sighting systems standard equipment on every personal protection firearm, period.
And I'm going to jump in here. Not just because you want to sell lasers.
No.
But because you know how well they work and how they can help people. And you have file drawers full of letters for people who say, I am alive today because I had your product on my gun, right?
Hundreds and hundreds. And the other important point that I want to make to those who are listening, and we're really serious about this, I don't and we don't care whose laser you put on your personal protection firearm. Eventually, we like to believe that because we lead the industry and we feel like we do it the best, you'll end up with a Crimson Trace, and that's fine. We're trying to grow the awareness and grow the market.
And for those who think you're throwing BS out, I have heard you say that one-on-one many times. I don't care which brand you put on, just put a laser on your personal defense gun.
Absolutely. And the folks who haven't experienced it yet, if you find yourself in a situation where you really, truly need your personal protection firearm, what most people don't realize is that physiologically, your body changes in those instances, those seconds.
The microseconds, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. You can't control it, and that is where the benefit of a laser sighting system comes in, and you don't know it until you use it and until you need it.
And that's what you do here at this event. You stress people up, you make it hard, you make it challenging, and you can't quite get to a life-threatening situation, but you can amp it up to the point where you're getting some of that. And although their tunnel vision, their vision goes out to the target, they're target-focused, and all of a sudden, oh, wow, look, there's a cool light up on the target. Why don't I just put the light on the target and press the trigger?
Absolutely. And if Kalani Laker, one of the top shooters in the country, says, I'm a better shooter because of it, I'd like to think that's all you need to know.
There it is. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back. We're talking with Kent Thomas from Crimson Trace. Website?
CrimsonTrace.com.
Pretty simple. Clever, you guys.
Yeah, we're pretty smart folks.
All right, we'll be right back with more gun talk from Bend, Oregon at the Midnight 3 Gun event.
Join the NRA via Tom Gresham's Gun Talk website and receive $10 off the regular membership price. Log on to guntalk.com for details. You're listening to Tom Gresham's Gun Talk.
All right, we're wrapping up this Dog and Pony show out here at the Midnight 3-Gun with Kent Thomas from Crimson Trace. You said you had a question for me.
Yeah, you've had a bunch of people through here since we kicked off a couple hours ago, and I'm curious. I'm curious to hear what you've heard from folks. Did anything surprise you, or anything that is consistently popping up?
It is, and that's the right word. It's consistently. Every single person, two things really. One is that I expected, which is everybody's having a ball.
Good.
They're exhausted. They're tired. They've been up late at night. We made them get up to come do radio out here, and they're just having so much fun.
Good.
And it's it's hard, as we say. It's the hard that makes it good. That's the whole deal.
I love that. Yeah.
But the other thing that's consistent is they have all had the epiphany. They've all, and you had this experience. That's why you did this. I can sit here and tell you about it forever, but 1 minute of personal experience trumps years of somebody telling you about it.
That's a great point. Yep.
And you gave them the personal experience, and to the very last one, they're all saying, I'm faster with a laser. I'm more accurate with a laser. There's absolutely no way, frankly, to shoot these targets without a laser. I mean, people are shooting with iron sights. They're just losing.
Yeah, that's true.
They're just getting beat.
They're not doing so well.
I mean, that's simply put. They're just getting beat.
Yeah.
And then they say, and I went back and put them on my personal protection gun because the part they don't say is, because now I get it.
Right. Right, and you've asked me a couple times, and where did we come up with this idea, and why did we do it? That's it, right there. Again, we're not a 3-gun company. We don't have a lot of shotguns in the building. We're all about personal protection, and we really do believe that a laser sighting system for personal protection is equally as important as your holster and as your ammunition. And if you want to do what we exist for, which is to make sure that that you're protecting your family, your home, your country, in some instances, laser sighting system is the final piece of the puzzle.
I have to share with them, in the brief time we have left, we're doing the First Person Defender series again this year, and you guys are working with us on that, and you actually shared some of the letters that you have in the files. And one of the scenarios we just did, I don't know if we even told you how it went, was you had somebody that a guy was pouring gasoline over a woman or a girl, and I mean, was going to set her on fire.
One of the worst ones we've ever received.
We staged that, and we had a man and his real-world daughter, his little girl.
Really?
And Ryan was pouring gasoline all over her. I can't even talk about it.
It's when we receive that letter, and we get probably 60, 70 a year. It's
that's the one though. And the laser made the difference.
Yes.
The laser made the difference.
Yep. Saved more than one life.
There you go. You guys do great work.
Thank you, Tom. And I'm thrilled to have you here. It's an honor. Thank you for being here.
It is so much fun. Can't wait to get out there tonight. Midnight 3-Gun. If you have any interest in it, you better find out when they open it up again, because it'll close up, it'll fill up again next year. In the meantime, it's crimsontrace.com.
Yes, sir.
All right, that'll work. All right, everybody, go out and do some shooting. Take somebody with you. Introduce them to this great sport. Make a commitment. Carry all the time. Protect your family. Protect yourself. Keep getting training. And keep talking up gun rights, because we need everybody in this fight. Have yourself a great week.